Warning, no road science is used in this video at all whatsoever. With that being said, enjoy the video. The Greek freak Giannis Antetokounmpo is called that for a good reason. Giannis is one of the NBA's premier athletes and is known for his breathtaking athleticism and highlight plays. Welcome to Shinhan Sports Science, where we break down the science of how NBA players pull off their incredible feats. Because this dude, boy, if you don't know what he talking about. First, we're going to take a look at Giannis from a younger age. This is the Greek freak at age 17. Now make sure you get a good look at that lineup, his edge up, because we're going to come back to that. Giannis is 6'11" with a 7'3" wingspan, and the trainers in Milwaukee says that his growth plates aren't fully grown in yet, so he may not even be done growing. With a 7'3" wingspan, Giannis is just 2 feet short of his arms being the length of 2 full Ariana Grandes, and the length of being able to wrap his arm around 4 baddies at one time. He also has a 44-inch vertical, so if he decides to shoot his shot in your girl's DMs, that shot is probably going to be a dunk that you have no chance of blocking. So now let's get to his on-court performance. Coming into the league, Giannis's NBA comparison was Kevin Durant, and with his body type you can see why. And now let's go back and take a look at that 17-year-old Giannis that I mentioned earlier, and his hairline, or lack thereof. Okay, now stay with me on this. In Giannis's first 2 seasons in the league, he averaged 9 points per game, 2 assists, and 4 rebounds. In his last season, Giannis upped his stats substantially, averaging 16 points per game, 4 assists, and 7 rebounds. Now you may be thinking, what does this have to do with anything? And maybe he just got used to the NBA in his 3rd season. But I have a theory that I'm almost certain is true. Through scientific research, I discovered that during Giannis's first 2 seasons, a majority of the 82 games of each season, he looked like this. But in Giannis's very first appearance in the 2015 season that he averaged 16 points per game in that debut game that he debuted that new fade that I call the Giannis fade, in that game, he scored 27 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 steals. So I'm inclined to believe that Giannis's newfound level of play is powered by that dope lineup and that Giannis fade. In other words, increased sauce equals increased efficiency.
I think I got my swagger back.
And trust me, you don't want to argue with me on this one. I proved it with science. Another part of what makes Giannis special is his wingspan. As I mentioned before, he has a wingspan of 7'3", and he's deceptively strong, which makes it easier for him to lock up other elite players. When attempting to block a shot, Giannis can get from the ground to the peak of his jump in just 0.54 seconds. That's faster than your mom's response of no when you ask for a new game right after you just got one. Another weapon that the Greek freak has in his arsenal is his pace. Standing at 6'11" with some of the longest legs in the league, Giannis is able to cover the floor in just a few strides. We did some tests on Giannis here in the Shinhan labs, and we made a crazy discovery that Giannis can hit top speed in 3 strides in just 3.4 seconds, and he runs a maximum speed of an unheard of 40 miles per hour. Damn! That's almost twice as fast as Olympic runner Usain Bolt. Giannis's long stride makes his incredible speed easy for him. The NBA 3-point line is 23 feet away from the rim, and Giannis can cover that distance in literally 2 steps. And the last and by far most impressive thing that the Greek freak does is the equivalent to Michael Jordan sticking his tongue out, to Kobe Bryant doing the Kobe fist, and to Kevin Durant pointing to the heavens after hitting a shot. Giannis has the stank face. While we were testing Giannis in the lab, we noticed that when he makes a big play, he does this face and his brain releases an incredible output of endorphins that lead to Giannis going into what we call beast mode. And when this happens, there is no one in the league or on the planet or in the universe that can guard him. And how do we know this? Because science. Yo, if you stayed this far and you watched the entirety of this video, I gotta thank you for dealing with my shenanigans. So if you found this video and you're not subscribed to me, subscribe, because I'm going to have more content coming when 2K17 comes out. But as of right now, I'm just goofing around trying to find things to do in 2K16 still. So subscribe and like and all of that. Until next time, I'm DbrownShinhan, and I'm up out of here.